If this video has found you today, then this is your sign that now is the time for you to do that thing that you have wanted to do for so long. Now, it could be to start a new career, it could be to change your job, it could be to start a hobby. And the only moment we have is now, right? So we can't change the past and the future is yet to happen. But if we can take aligned actions now in the present moment that are in tune with how we feel and our needs and our desires, then we will be setting ourselves up for an amazing future. And then when we look back, we will be feel at peace and content with our past. So think about those main things in your life now, your job, career, the daily activities you do, the people you hang out with the most. How do those things feel to you? Do they feel right? And just even hearing this, does anything instantly come to mind? Like, yeah, this thing feels so aligned, or this thing really doesn't feel aligned. What if, for instance, there's some people you've been friends with for years or even decades, and you still hang out with them because they feel familiar to you, but after you see them, you actually feel quite low or quite drained. You want to just lie down in a dark room, that kind of person isn't right for you. Maybe they make you feel stressed, and you might still be hanging out with them because they're familiar to you, but maybe they're not actually good for you and your body. So start really noticing how the things that you do regularly affect your body, how they feel inside. And it's the same with the job. The job that we do, it tends to be something we do either every day or most days. It's a regular thing, right? Some people stay in a job for decades, and if they love it, that's amazing. But if they don't like it and they feel, again, like drained and heavy before going into work, drained and heavy after work, that dread of, oh God, I have to go back again. That dread can even start halfway through the weekend, thinking, oh no, I've only got one more day of my weekend. That's just so bad for the body. It's just keeping us in a perpetual state of stress. And you can change it at any point. I'm not saying just quit your job. Obviously, go find another one so you can pay your bills. But you can change anything that doesn't feel right for you at any time, just really start tuning in to how it feels in you can call it different things, in your body, your entire body, your nervous system, your gut, your intuition, your soul, your soul and your body will always know what's right for you and what isn't. So if it isn't, now's the time to let that thing go. And if you're craving to do something, now's the time for it. Now, in this present moment, today or this week, this month, but start the thing. And you might come up with reasons of, this is why I shouldn't do this thing. But if there's a yearning in you, then your soul knows that that's something you're meant to be doing for your highest good and your highest timeline, your best life. So just ignore those what ifs, because maybe some will happen, maybe they won't, but you don't know until you try. So the best thing you can do is just try it and see what happens. And say if you were to have this yearning of doing something and you were to try and maybe it didn't work out, at least you would know this thing isn't for me, but maybe if I do it that way, it will work. Or maybe you will do it and it's the best thing you've ever done. Or maybe you will do it and it won't necessarily lead to the result you hope for, but something else will come of it. So for instance, years ago, I was offered a job that wasn't something I would usually think to do. And I took this job and I did it for a good while and it really wasn't aligned for me and it became very stressful and I knew it wasn't right for me anymore. But through it, I met a really good friend. So if I hadn't done that job and tried it, I wouldn't have known, number one, this isn't for me, so I can narrow down what is. And number two, now I have a friend out of it. So just, we have limited time in our bodies. We're an organic creature, yeah? And some people, if they're lucky, they might have 90 years. Some people might only have a few decades. No one really knows how long they have. And it's like the seasons, like a leaf on a tree. It arrives in spring, and then it grows and it's full of vitality, and then it starts to diminish again, and then it returns back to the cycle of Earth and the universe. So humans are the same, and we can easily get caught up in, oh, I'll do this thing tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next year, I'll do it when I have this, or I'll do it when people give me validation. Give yourself the validation. Just do the bloody thing, right? Life is precious, time is precious, and the only moment that matters is now. And another thing on the precious present moment is to let people know how you feel about them. So not only is it, if certain people aren't aligned, maybe now's the time to draw away from them, draw back, but also the people who are precious to you in your life, now's the time to let them know what they mean to you. Do they actually know? Do you tell them? Maybe you really care for someone, a friend, it could be a colleague, partner, someone you fancy, anything, your relative. Don't just assume they know how you feel. They might not, and maybe you telling them will just really mean so much to them in their heart. And maybe they didn't know how you feel. And by telling them, I care for you, or even I love you, you are going to be really strengthening such a sacred bond you have with them. So don't forget just to tell the people you love how you feel about them. Because again, because we never know how long we have, sometimes we think, oh, the person knows, it's fine. And then what if, say there's, I recently saw in the street a hat from a funeral, a celebration of someone's life, and it said something like, name, we will love you forever. What if the person didn't know they loved them when they were alive? And it's a beautiful sentiment to say it after. And obviously we will always love those who we loved in life who are no longer with us. But the most important, precious moment is now. So just tell them now, even if you want to tell them every day, it's just such a beautiful thing. So let those you love know how you feel, and give yourself that love and that permission to go do that thing that is lighting your heart and your soul up now. Let me know if this has sparked anything in the comments about what you want to do, what you're going to go and do now. And if you're enjoying this content, give a like or a subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See ya!